I just finished watching the Backrooms movie. If you are unaware of what the Backrooms is, it is a liminal space horror concept. Now, there is a TikTokified version or Roblox version, whatever you want to call it, where there's levels with different entities, and each level is very unique with itself and its entities. That's not what this movie is. This movie is based on the Backrooms, created by Kane Parsons, also known as Kane Pixels on YouTube. This movie is based on his works. He was the director for the movie, and honestly, as far as his YouTube stuff go, is some of my favorite stuff from the Backrooms. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, G-bread, you watched it. Was it good? And here's what I will say. It was both exactly what I was hoping for and nothing like what I was hoping for. And I know that's confusing. So let me explain it without any spoilers first, and then I'll get into spoilers later on, but I will let you know when that happens. But before I do that, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and don't forget to also comment down below on what else you would like me to rant about. So, a non-spoiler explanation of this movie. Liminal space. Liminal space is that idea of something that looks extremely familiar but feels off, specifically like nostalgia core type thing, where it's like, oh, look at this hallway. This looks like something that I saw when I was a child. Did you actually see that? No, but it's something similar to it. So the Backrooms is a horror concept based on. Now, like I said, there is the TikTok version where, like, oh, here's a specific floor, and this is all just pools. Here's a floor where it's a field of grass, and there's yellow houses all over, and then there's monsters that come out of it. None of that is in his Backroom. His Backrooms, if you watch his videos, and also I have a reacts video to his third video. If you watch his videos, it's very much more a blending of reality, where it seems like someone took a puzzle of our world and laid it down and guessed on how it might work. And a very poor guess at that. So this movie focuses on a man who owns a furniture store going into the back. And that's all in that regard that I'm going to do. It was a good movie. It was a very good movie. Visually, it was exactly what I wanted. The liminal spaces were incredible. The horror moments were incredible. The set designs were phenomenal. My problem came in with the story because they changed some things on how I wanted them to go. But of course, I'm not going to talk about that yet because that will be in the spoiler section of the video. Hard to explain without spoilers. So I'm not going to yet. But I was just a little bit disappointed on how it went from his videos to the movie, because there were some things that changed in my opinion, and things that I kind of wish were more like his videos. To all those out there who are stupid and think, oh, this movie was stupid because there wasn't the smile monsters or the skin stealers or the dog with a human face. To all you people, just shut up. Tell me that you don't know anything about the Backrooms. I'm at a loss for words. It's so frustrating to see all these people, at first, before the movie even came out, were like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen. On floor 1 is where you find the turducken. Now, the turducken will devour anything it sees, but if it doesn't see you, it doesn't bother you. And it's like, no! Just, yes, that's a very specific version of the Backrooms. A very specific version that is not King Pixel's version of this Backrooms. He's the one who made this specific version of the Backrooms, so that's what it's going to be. So shut up! And there's people still, I've already been seeing posts of people online being like, oh, I went to the Backrooms movie, totally stupid, not at all what I thought it was going to be. It's like, you're fake fans. I like liminal spaces. I like Kane Parsons. Backrooms videos. I love those videos. And now I'm not going to be like, oh, I was a fan from day one. But I've watched them. And I really enjoy them. It's the type of horror that I like. Because I don't like movies where, like, I just saw the trailer for the new Insidious movie. And literally it's just jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. And I don't like that type of horror. That's lazy horror. I like horror where it's the existential dread of being in a very specific place or stuff like that. That's what I like. Give me that type of stuff, not the jump scares. And that's exactly what Caden Parsons has done with his Backrooms. Obviously, there is some stuff that is considered jump scares because you're making horror, it's going to happen. But, oh, these people tick me off. Oh, they tick me off so much. Don't be those people. Understand that it's not the Backrooms from TikTok, not the Backrooms from Roblox, not that. Something completely different. Alright, I have rambled enough about the non-spoiler stuff. So now I'm going to get into spoiler stuff. So here's your big warning. Go watch the movie before you finish this video. I was not a fan of the still life concept. Now, if you watch the movie, which if you're watching this part of the video, I'm assuming that you have, there are beings in the Backrooms who are copies of humans on the normal plane of existence. But there's something wrong with them. So, like, there's the fat guy where he's got 6 eyes. It's like his face got, like, folded on top of itself 3 times. Or there's the lady where she's got that... What's the one goddess? I think there's a goddess or something that has, like, the multiple faces. She looks like that. It was the weird small guy in the wheelchair who had the lamp. Those are called still life. At least that's what the end credit, like, what's that called? The cast section said that they were still life, so that's what I'm going to call them. I didn't actually like that whole concept. I understand what they were doing, and I found that interesting. I personally did not like it. Because my biggest complaint about the entire movie is there was no bacteria. Now, for those of you who have seen his videos, you know that there is a bacteria monster, or as people originally called it, the wire monster. I wanted to see that thing in the movie, and it was not there, because instead he went with the still life. Which I understand, but you built it... You took 3 videos on your channel about the bacteria monster, where it seemed like for some reason humans who went off to the Backrooms would die, and then their body would be taken over by bacteria in the Backrooms and transformed into a monster. And I thought that's what we were going to get. Instead, we get a cartoonish amalgamation of Clark, where he's the pirate dude with the weird face. No, I thought it was terrifying. Thought it was really good. Loved the look. However, where's the bacteria? and I know this is just me being a stickler and stuff like that, but when you build up, this is what the Backrooms is, and then you make a movie based on your own creation, and you don't stick to that narrative, I have a problem. This is what I'm saying, that this is the part that I did not like. Like, this was against my expectations. Because, I don't know, something about the bacteria monster is just such a fascinating concept. I like that it was a corruption, it was a virus in this Backrooms, for some reason that was destroying things. Now, he could have still had the still lives. It would have been great. But add the bacteria in it. There was no bacteria. Why would you build up how important this bacteria thing is, and then not have it? And go with something completely different. Alright. Calming down a little bit. A little bit better. I did find the movie extremely good, however. The character, Clark, played by, I don't remember his name, but it's the dude from Doctor Strange. Mordo. Phenomenal. I've always liked him as an actor. Everything that I've seen him in, he does a phenomenal job. He did great. Absolutely fantastic. Especially when he was going crazy sitting at the table. He did a phenomenal job. Loved his work. The scenery, the backrooms itself, so good. That first scene when he walks in, and he's walking around, and then he hears something down the hallway, and all that stuff. I loved that so much. It was such a good moment. Just because that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted from the Backrooms movie. Was I needed the liminal space. That's what I like. Give me that. And I was given. And it was great. Absolutely loved it. The second part when they were going through with the camera and they get attacked by what we later find out to be his still life. So good. The where he walks in on the Christmas tree and it's completely dark. Phenomenal. That whole section was so good. And then to top it all off, the stinking where he's had the camera here the entire time, walking around or whatever, sets it down, walks away, all of a sudden something picks it up, and the camera is way up there. It was so good. So good. Such good horror. Oh, I loved it so much. So good. Everything in that regard was exactly what I wanted. I wanted that. And for that, it was delivered to me. However, ending sucked. The ending was... So the way he explains it, if you did not catch this, is the Backrooms creates a memory of something. And each iteration of that memory is more and more forgotten. So the lower you go, I don't know if it's actual like depth or not. The further you go in the Backrooms, the less like what it's supposed to be. It is. That sentence makes sense. So it's like a reverberation of memory. So that's what the still lifes are. It's a memory reverberation of a person. Same thing with the Backrooms. So that's why they look so weird, is because it's not exactly what the Backrooms or what it's trying to copy. It's just copying something, and as it copies, it gets worse and worse. And that's why they show the layers and stuff, and that's why all those layer imaging was there. And then he's just like, oh yes, this is me. Oh, it's my other self. It's my id, essentially, is what he's basically trying to say. And it gets really existential where it's like, oh, we can be ourselves here. And then the thing and just bites him. And it was like, it was a scary part, but it didn't, there's no explanation for it. I mean, maybe it's like, since he's not trying to change anymore, he doesn't like that. I don't know why he wasn't attacking him before, and now it's attacking him, why it's angry at him. None of that is really explained. And then at the very end, the doctor guy is like, hey, lady, you're going to tell us everything we need to know, and I'm not going to promise whether you're going to get out of here, because guess what? You're probably going to die. And then she's like, oh, I understand, back. And then it just shows layers, and then it's a still life of herself. I'm sure some weird critic is going to be like, oh, this is a metaphor for life. Oh, it's because you're finally able to move on, and when you move on, it's something like that. It was existential and stupid. I don't mind existentialism if it makes sense. Existentialism that doesn't make sense is stupid. And that's how this movie's ending felt. Which is really upsetting. Because I really liked the movie. But when the whole thing is kind of like, oh, once you go to the Backrooms, you kind of are always a part of the Backrooms. And once you come to the understanding of the Backrooms, then you're there in the Backrooms. I don't know. It was stupid. If in the comments, if you want to try to explain it to me better, explain it to me. I was an English major. For crying out loud. Did a lot of lit analysis. I've gone over some really weird stories and made sense of them. This doesn't make sense. Does not make sense at all. And that's disappointing. Because you can come up with theories all day long, but if you don't have enough of a framework to make a theory, it's kind of hard to have a theory that actually makes sense. So, when it came down to it, walking out of the theater, I was wanting more in a bad way. It wasn't like, oh, that was such a good movie, I need to see more of it. It was like, are you kidding me? That was the ending? I don't know. Maybe I'm just insane. Maybe the Backrooms were the friends we made along the way. Maybe. Maybe. The Backrooms. It's in our hearts. Maybe. If we reach out from within. From within. And reach out to the Backrooms. We will find true peace. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, once again, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And please, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And I'm sorry that I have not uploaded in like a year. This year has been crazy. I'm hoping to get back to my 1 month video. 1 video every month. But no promises. Because I'm going to be busy. But I will try. So, since you never know when I'm going to post, don't forget to turn on notifications so you know when I do. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And I will see you in the next one. Oh no, I'm falling into the Backrooms!